Yang, 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 yang. Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Coach Jones, back up in the gym today, ready to get this work in. Spring is officially upon us, which means that it is officially cut season. So today I'm gonna take you guys through one of my workouts that I do in order for me to cut down on fat, get those ripped abs and ripped muscles showing all summer long. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you guys like the video on the way in. Also, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell. We're still on the road to 100 subscribers, so share it with your family and friends. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this work in. No pre-workout, no problem. Double espresso. Go time, baby! Woo! So we already got our warm-up in, got the full row warm-up complete. Now we can head straight into our lifts, and I'm gonna show you what this workout looks like today. All right, so today we're gonna be working some full body, all right, starting our cut. Spring is here, so we're starting our cut workouts. We won't really start our cut diet for another few weeks. I kinda wanna maintain a bit of a higher weight as I go through this cut this year. Now, the three focuses of our cluster training are going to be time under tension. So we're trying to keep our body moving under a load the entire workout until we're finished. The second thing is bar speed, so moving the bar as fast as possible in every exercise. And the third is overall load volume. So we're trying to not only move a lot of weight and move it fast, but we're also trying to move heavy weight, okay? So the emphasis is moving heavy weight as fast as you can with as little rest as possible. And we're gonna start here. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. We're gonna start here with an incline bench press, then we'll go straight into a landmine row, and then our third movement within this cluster will be an ab exercise. So let's start here. And again, we're working for load volume, so we'll do anywhere from 8 to 12 reps per set of each exercise. This feels a little bit lighter, so we'll probably go to 12 here. Now we're straight into our landmine row. Same thing, 8 to 12 reps here is our load volume. Now we'll go to our ab exercise to finish off this first cluster. Now the last movement within our first cluster is going to be our ab movement. And for our ab movement, we're going to do hanging leg raises. Same thing, we're going to work for a set of 8 to 12, keeping constant tension on the muscle. Big squeeze at the top. There's our first set there. So we'll work 3 to 4 sets of each one of our clusters that we're going to do today, and then we'll move on to the next cluster. Typically, I only do anywhere in between 3 to 5 clusters. Now, if I go 5 clusters, sometimes I'll drop the amount of sets that I'm doing within a cluster. Instead of doing 3 to 4 sets, I'll do 2 to 3 sets. But we'll work through that again, working from incline to our landmine to our hanging leg raises. I'm going to do 3 sets of this today, and then we'll move on to our next cluster. Now for our second cluster, we're actually going to start with our back movement, then work to our chest movement, and then our ab movement. So for our first cluster, we did a V-bar landmine row. So our hands were in a neutral grip. Here, we'll go pronated grip, so we'll go lat bar row. Again, working for 8 to 12 reps here. And we're going to do the same thing with our chest movement as well as our ab movement. But we're starting here with our back movement for this cluster. So again, wide grip, nice and wide, and it's a lat bar cable row. So here we go. Working a big stretch and big squeeze. Make sure that we're getting a big contraction at the top, nice stretch at the bottom. You want quality reps here. 6 more, halfway through. Big squeeze. Contractions getting tighter and tighter. 3 more. And that's our set of lat bar rows. Now let's make our way over to our chest movement for this cluster. So we got our lat bar row in. Now we can work into the rest of our cluster, and the next movement within our cluster is going to be our chest movement, which will be an incline dumbbell chest press. Now, we did our bench press with a pronated grip. Here we'll go neutral grip, okay, contra of our back movements for today. So where we started with a neutral grip for our back movement, now we're working a pronated grip for our back movement. We started with a pronated grip for our chest movement. Now we're working a neutral grip. Same thing here, 8 to 12 reps, keeping constant tension on the muscle and keeping the weight moving. Big press, touch at the bottom, touch at the top. Two more. Last one. Here's our dumbbell press. Now we're actually going to superset this with vertical plate presses. So we'll just grab a 25-pound plate. We're here in an incline, shoulders back. Squeezing the plate, we're pressing straight up, touch and go style, baby. So that's our chest movement for this cluster. Now we can move on to our ab movement to round out this cluster. Now for the ab movement in this cluster, we're gonna work lateral plate crunches. So we're gonna grab ourselves a 45-pound plate. We want our shoulders back, all right? And all the work is gonna happen opposite of the plate side. So plate's on my left side, I'm working right side here. So working a stretch, squeeze. And we're going for 12 still on this side. There's 12 there. You know, one of the common mistakes that I see with this exercise is that a lot of people hold plates in both hands. But if you're holding plates in both hands, you're not offsetting a side of your body in regards to the function of it. So right now, my left side is offset because there's more weight on my right side. But if I hold plates in both hands, the weight on both sides would be equal. So when I tilt, I'm not actually getting the work that I think that I'm getting. 2 more. Here we go, set of 12. Now we'll go back to our lat bar row, back to our chest press, and then our lateral plate crunch. We'll do 3 total sets here of this cluster, and then we'll move on to our last cluster for the day. All right, now for our last cluster, we're going to do what is actually my favorite cluster of exercises to do in the season of me cutting. So we're gonna start here with a unilateral machine pec fly. We'll work to a rope tricep extension, a rope face pull, and then pyramid curls. If you don't know what pyramid curls are, feel free to check out the video that's in this link, and that will explain to you guys thoroughly how to perform pyramid curls. So we're going to start here, unilateral pec fly. And I usually do everything within this cluster to a rep range of 10. So 3 more. So we got our right side, now let's get the left side. We'll go 10 on this side. Working a good stretch, nice and controlled with the weight. Halfway through. So there's our unilateral pec fly. Now let's head on over to our rope cable tricep extension. So for our cable rope extensions, we're going to work that same rep range. So 10 reps here. Again, pinning the elbows to your side here. Full extension and squeeze at the bottom. Nice and controlled. Big squeeze. So as soon as we finish those tricep extensions, we go straight into face pulls. So one of the things that I like about this cluster is that it gives me a really good chest, bicep, tricep pump if you do it the right way. So what I mean by that is within this cluster, you absolutely have to minimize the breaks. The emphasis is trying to pump as much blood into the muscle as you can. Now, I typically have my post-workout meal as soon as I'm finished working out. So with that pump, I'm able to put my body in the best position, in the best situation to pump all the nutrients, or as many nutrients as possible, to the muscles that have been working that day. That way, recovery starts happening a little bit faster, and as you know, if you recover faster, you get stronger quicker. So again, the whole emphasis here, right, is cutting, but we want to make sure that we're cutting in a way that's going to maintain as much weight for us going through the summer, okay? So face pulls here, again, nice and controlled. Going for 10 reps, big squeeze at the top. Halfway through. Strong finish here, big squeeze. 1 more, big squeeze. Here we go. All right, so we did our tricep extensions, we did our face pull. Now we can get on over to our bicep curl. All right, so now that we're over by the dumbbells, we can start our curl pyramids. Today, I'm actually gonna start a little bit lighter. We're gonna start with 45 and we're gonna drop by 5-pound increments. That way we get a few more sets in. And just a refresher for you guys, remember, this last cluster, we're going until we cannot go anymore. So it's not just 3 sets. We're burning out here. Again, working a big pump in our triceps, working a big pump in our biceps and our chest. Okay, so here we're gonna start with some moderate weight, some 45, and we're gonna turn these over. Again, everything is for 10 reps here. Nice and controlled. Elbows are pinned to our side. Again, quality reps. Halfway. Just feeling light. So as you guys know, I usually work in between a multitude of grips for our dumbbell curls when we get to the curl pyramid, but these 45s felt light today, so I think I'm gonna keep turning it over. So we're gonna keep working. We're gonna burn this out as much as we can, then we'll wrap it up, and that's it, man. Another beautiful day, another great lift. Definitely got some great work in today. I'm excited for this cut season. As you guys know, I didn't cut last year. I was just more focused on building up the body, getting the bulk, but this year we are cutting. So I'm looking forward to the results that we'll get this summer. Now, if you haven't already, which I don't know why you wouldn't have, make sure that you guys like the video. Also, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you get all the latest updates on videos when I post them and new goals when I create them. If you would like the full-length version of today's workout, make sure that you guys head on over to my Patreon where you can access all of the full-length versions of the workouts that I do here on YouTube. Also, make sure that you guys check out my Instagram at CoachJones_. That is at CoachJones_. Last but not least, if you're looking for products that Coach Jones uses or Coach Jones recommend, feel free to head on over to my Pinterest where you guys can access all of the items that I personally use and personally recommend for gym use. You guys can see all of the products listed here as well as the links to purchase those items. Now, until next time, peace.